Upbeat, modern, fashion documentary-style music starts. Look at this. The trench coat. It's the definition of classic. Worn by movie stars, detectives, fashion icons. It's elegant, it's sophisticated, it's a lie. Music abruptly cuts. A low, ominous drone begins. Because the real story of this coat isn't written on the pages of Vogue. It's written in mud, blood, and rainwater in the hellscape of World War I. Its name isn't a marketing gimmick. It's a literal description of where it was born, the trenches. Before the trench coat, soldiers wore this, the greatcoat. Made of heavy wool serge. It was warm, sure. But once the rains of Flanders began, this coat became a death sentence. It soaked up water and mud, weighing up to 80 pounds, a heavy, wet shroud. Imagine living in a ditch for months. Constant rain, knee-deep mud thick enough to swallow a man whole, and the constant threat of disease. This was trench warfare. And your uniform was actively trying to kill you. A new kind of armor was needed. Enter companies like Burberry and Aquascutum. They had developed revolutionary fabrics like gabardine, a lightweight, breathable, yet incredibly water-resistant cotton. They designed a coat specifically for officers in the trenches. Every single feature had a grim, practical purpose. Those straps on the shoulders. They're called epaulettes. They weren't for decoration. They were used to secure rank insignia, gloves, and most importantly, the straps of a gas mask bag. Now look at the belt. See those small, metal D-rings? Modern coats add them for style. Their original purpose? To hang grenades, map cases, and swords. This wasn't an accessory, it was a weapon rack. This extra flap of fabric on the chest. A gun flap. It was designed to add a layer of protection, stopping rainwater from seeping into the coat as a soldier aimed his rifle in a downpour. The design was genius in its brutality. The cape-like flap on the back let water run off harmlessly. The straps on the cuffs could be tightened to stop water, or poison gas, from creeping up a soldier's arms. The khaki color was camouflage, to blend in with the mud and death. But its most important job was simply to keep a soldier dry and alive. In a place where trench foot, a fungal infection that could lead to amputation, was rampant, a dry coat was the line between life and a slow, agonizing decay. And here is the darkest secret of the trench coat. In the chaos of battle, it served another purpose. It was often used as a makeshift stretcher to carry the wounded, or as a shroud to cover the faces of the dead, offering one last piece of dignity in an undignified end. When the war finally ended, the surviving officers brought their trench coats home. The coat became a symbol. A symbol of survival, of a veteran's quiet heroism. And then, Hollywood found it. Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca. Alain Delon in Le Samouraï. Hollywood washed the blood and mud off the coat and turned it into the uniform of the cool, cynical detective and the romantic anti-hero. Its grim past was forgotten, replaced by glamour. So the next time you see a trench coat, whether it's a $100 version from a fast fashion brand or a $2,000 icon from Burberry, look closer. Look at the epaulettes, the D-rings, the storm flap. You're not just looking at a piece of clothing. You're looking at a ghost. A piece of military hardware designed for the most brutal war the world had ever seen. A silent witness to history, whose deadly secrets are hidden in plain sight. Now you know the truth. Signature sound effect and outro music starts. This has been the Dark Trivia Hunter. Dig deeper.